Hello. What we are doing right now is we're about to drive through a controlled burn area. It is Washington Gardens State Park, and it is currently being burned by the Florida Department of Natural Resources, or whoever runs the park. It is the Florida Park Service. Correction. Florida Park Service is the ones that are burning. It is to promote growth. It is not to kill things, and we're going to take a little look at it since it's very convenient. I'm in my car, and so I'll drive safely. Right now, what we're going to drive through is a little bit of an oak hammock where you have some older growth trees and forest. This is not what they're burning. Okay? They do not want to burn the heavy timber that's in here. What they do want to burn is the open area where there's younger plant growth, and they will regularly burn this area, and it's to control growth. They burn off the palmetto scrub and different grasses and whatnot to manage them, to keep them small. If you keep them small, then the productiveness of the environment and the ecosystem will stay high. All right, productiveness is in like the new photosynthetic stuff that is going to be the producers for all other organisms. So right now, we're going to start pulling into the area where they are doing the controlled burn. You can see the smoke in the background. And now we're out of the old growth forest where you got big oak trees and whatnot, to some of the new growth. You'll see some scattered pines and some scattered palm trees, and those trees aren't actually hurt by the fire, they're helped by the fire. The fire doesn't burn super duper hot, it burns fast, and that'll burn up the small stuff. Here we can see that the palmettos are already burned right here. They're black, and eventually I'll come back here, or maybe we will come back here, and we'll take a look at how this fire, how this burning, how this killing actually brings life to the ecosystem. Alright, so you'll see up here in a second, we're gonna drive by some guys with the blow torches, and they are intentionally burning, and they're doing it because it's part of their job. How awesome is that? Okay. Florida Park Service. These are the guys. They're controlling it out and making sure everything is done safely, which is really, really awesome. There's fire lines, and we're going to drive by this lady in a fire line where the vegetation is mowed and cut and managed. If there's no vegetation, there's no fuel for the fire to burn. No fuel means the fire's contained. In order to contain a fire like this, when you do a controlled burn, it's necessary for the conditions, the weather conditions, to be conducive. That means it can't be too hot, can't be too dry, and the wind needs to be blowing in the right direction. For these guys, you can see I'm driving down A1A right now. There's no smoke on the road, and the reason why is because there's an easterly wind blowing away from the road, and you can see that the fire's burning, and these guys are burning the different patches on purpose. So it's actually pretty awesome what they're doing, and it is very, very helpful what they're doing for the ecosystem. This is common practice for a lot of different state parks, and it's not just Florida, it's all over the country. It's something that is necessary. We as humans, we screw up the environment in the first place. And when we screw up the environment, we got to do our best to minimize our impacts. And one of the ways we do that is controlled burns. This one happening at Washington Oaks Gardens State Park by the Florida Park Service. That's all. I hope you all are learning a little bit. Thank you.